right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we're getting set for game number 4 of the World Series, Seattle leads the series 2-1 over the San Francisco Giants. The Giants can tie the series up tonight with a win at 2 games apiece, or the Mariners can take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series with a win tonight. Jamie Moyer on the mound for the Mariners, Matt Cain on the mound for the Giants. Let's head out to San Francisco for this one. Game 4 of the World Series up next here at Jammin' Sports.
Get down.
Shh. Your lineups. Jammin' Sports presents Game 4 of the World Series. Live from Oracle Park in San Francisco, California. The Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants. Mariners lead the series 2-1. Series up next here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the first inning. Matt Cain, the starting pitcher for San Francisco tonight. Giants have to win to tie the series up, or the Mariners will take a 3-1 lead. Ichiro will lead things off for Seattle. Now the opening pitch by Cain, outside 1-0. Game 4 underway. Now the 1-0 pitch. Inside, he went around. 1-1 to Ichiro. He's the Mariner right fielder. And now the 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch by Cain. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Ichiro. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch by Cain. Swung on an inside pitch and struck him out. Ichiro goes down swinging for out number 1. One down for the Mariners here at the top of the first. Second baseman Brett Boone comes up. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Count goes to 0-1 to Boone.
Hi.
Misty says hi. She's back in from dashing.
I'm for everybody McDonald's.
0-1 pitch. A ground ball to McCovey. Flips it to Cain for the out. CGM in the house. Yep, Oracle Park's a nice ballpark. There's your Mariner starting lineup. Here in Game 4. Seattle leads the series 2-1. And now the DH, Edgar Martinez, will come up with 2 outs, bases empty. CGM in the house. The pitch. He went around, strike one. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful ballpark. And now the 0-1 pitch. Popped it up, out of play, 0-2. CGM, when I start the hockey back up, we'll have the Capitals in it. We're expanding to 16 teams. We'll bring in Washington. Outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch to Martinez. Fouls it off. We'll expand to 16. We've been using 12 up to this point. We're gonna go with 16 teams. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. At the end of a half inning, no score. Here at Japan Sports. All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning. Jamie Moyer, the pitcher for the Mariners. We'll be using NHL 24. I've ordered it. Still waiting for it to arrive. Hank Thompson, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Giants here in Game 4. Yeah, I know. I read about that. I can always turn the announcers down. Hank Thompson will lead things off for the Giants here in the bottom of the first. The pitch by Moyer. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Popped it up. Wilson, the catcher, makes the play for out number 1. There's the Giants starting lineup for tonight. Next up, Freddie Lindstrom, the third baseman. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the first, no score. The pitch by Moyer. Rips it foul. Counts at 0-1 to Lindstrom. Game 4 of the World Series. Seattle leads the series 2-1. 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lindstrom. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. Corey's back. Good to see you, Corey. Corey was with us last night. 2 outs. Barry Bonds comes up, the left fielder. In there for a strike, 0-1. I know. They get some of these old-timers wrong. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2 to Barry Bonds. Moyer trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Down the third base line. Pitch to Barnes. Struck him out. And that will end the first inning. No score. Here at Japan Sports. All right, we go to the top of the second inning. Center fielder Ken Griffey Jr. will lead things off for Seattle. No score here in the top of the second. Matt Cain. I'll do a season 5. In there for a strike, 0-1. The new game doesn't come out until like March, so I have time to do another one. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. Back to Kane. He'll throw to first for the out. Griffey grounds out to the pitcher for out number 1. And now the first baseman, Alvin Davis. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the second. The pitch by Kane. In their first strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Outside. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. Alvin Davis at the plate. The 1-1 pitch by Kane. Ripped into left center field. Off the wall. Extra bases for Davis. He's got a 1-out double. Davis off the wall in left center field. That was nearly gone. Just shy of a home run. And now Seattle with a runner on second. 1 out. Raul Ibanez takes the first one for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Yeah, that's right, Evil Dead. Oh, 1 pitch. That'll even the count at 1-1. Seattle trying to take an early lead. 1 out, runner on second base. Alvin Davis at second. Down low, 2-1. Ibanez lately has been on fire. 2-1 pitch. Pops it up. Lindstrom comes over from third and cannot make the play. Count goes to 2-2 to Raul Ibanez. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Outside, 3-2. Full count. One out, runner on second base. That's Davis at second. He went around, struck him out. For out number 2. Ibanez strikes out. And now there's 2 outs with Davis at second base. And A-Rod, the shortstop, will come up. Alex Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Game 4 of the World Series here tonight. Live from Oracle Park in San Francisco. The 1-0 pitch to Rodriguez. Fouls it down the first base line. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. A ground ball up the middle. Jeff Kent throws to first. Not in time. Everybody's safe. A-Rod beats the throw. An infield single. It was a nice play by Jeff Kent. It's just that A-Rod was too quick. Beats the throw. And now Seattle with runners on the corners with 2 outs. The catcher, Dan Wilson, comes up. The pitch. Fouls it off. A base hit would score a run. Good crowd tonight. Game 4 of the World Series. 0-1 pitch to Wilson. Foul down the first base line. Counts 0-2. Seattle has runners at first and third. Davis at third, A-Rod at first. They throw to first, A-Rod back in time. The count's 0-2 to Wilson. 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and third. 1-2 pitch. Ripped into left field, but Bonds will make the play for the final out. The Mariners threaten but don't score. No score here at Javin Sports. We go to the bottom of the second. Willie Mays, the center fielder for the Giants, will step up. Jamie Moyer on the mound for the Mariners. In there for a strike, 0-1. That'd be funny if we can do on the show 23 something that's never happened. First of all, the Mariners have never been to the World Series, so we can check off that box. If they win it, that'd be something that's never happened as well. We can check off 2 boxes. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. Guys, I'm out. I got one. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2 to Willie Mays. And now the 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2. Full count to Mays. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ground ball to Brett Boone. And he throws Mays out. So Willie Mays grounds out to second. 1 down for the Giants here in the bottom of the second inning. And now Willie McCovey, the first baseman, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Moyer. In there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1.
Oh, I see it.
The 1-1 pitch. Down low. Count goes to 2-1 to McCovey. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. They'll even the count at 2-2. Willie McCovey, one of the all-time greats. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Down low, full count at 3-2. Moyer using a lot of pitches this inning. And now the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. It's a 1 out walk for McCovey. The Giants with the runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Shortstop Brandon Crawford comes up next. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 4 of the World Series. The Mariners lead the series 2-1. We're in the bottom of the second, no score, 1 out. Runner on first, that's McCovey. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Last night, Felix Hernandez for the Mariners had a complete game shutout. Seattle won 2-0. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. Crawford goes down swinging. And now the DH, Orlando Cepeda, comes up. McCovey at first base. Outside, 1-0. Maybe he got tired and went back to Mars. I don't know. Now the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0 to Cepeda. 2 outs, McCovey at first base. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, Moyer's had a lot of pitches this inning. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. That'll even the count at 2-2. Great minds think alike. Misty has said goodnight twice, 2 in a row now. Foul ball down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. I'm still waiting for my NHL 24 to arrive. It was supposed to be here yesterday. Then I got a notice it was delayed. Should be here by Thursday, they say. Either tomorrow or Thursday. Kind of upsetting. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. Full count to Orlando Cepeda. 2 outs, McCovey at first base. 3-2 pitch. Pops it up. Alvin Davis from first base comes in and makes the play. At the end of 2 complete, no score. Here at Jamma Sports. We go to the top of the third. Third baseman Kyle Seager will lead things off for the Mariners. Matt Cain still on the mound for the Giants. Seager fouls it off. Strike 1. We're in the top of the third inning here in Game 4. No score. We'll have Game 5 tomorrow after our football game at approximately 9:30 Eastern. In their first strike, 0-2 to Seager. We'll have the Dolphins and the Chargers at 8 o'clock. And then at 9:30, Game 5. That's tomorrow night. Count goes to 1-2 to Kyle Seager. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Jeff Kent throws to first for the out. So Seager grounds out to second. 2 down for the Mariners here in the top of the third. Or 1 down, I'm sorry. 1 down for the Mariners. Ichiro comes up. We're still scoreless here in the top of the third inning. The right fielder, Ichiro, pops it up. Joey Bart, the catcher, goes over and makes the play right in front of the Mariners dugout. Ichiro pops out to the catcher for out number 2. And now 2 outs, base is empty. Second baseman Brett Boone comes up. Up high, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, base is empty. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch by Cain. In there for a strike, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Count goes to 2-2 to Brett Boone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty. We're in the top of the third, no score. Now the 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. At the end of 2.5, no score. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Jeff Kent, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Giants. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the third. Jamie Moyer still on the mound for the Mariners. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Ripped into right field. Ichiro will throw it in. A leadoff single for the Giants. Jeff Kent. Kind of an opposite field hit. And now the Giants with a runner on first, nobody out. The catcher, Joey Bart, comes up. Down low, 1-0. Giants trying to tie the series up at 2 games apiece with a win tonight. The count's 1-0 to Bart. They throw to first. Kent back in time. Now the 1-0 pitch. He went around. Strike one. Oracle Park, San Francisco. Game 4 of the World Series. 1-1 pitch. High in the air, out to Ichiro, coming in and makes the play for out number 1. Ichiro robbing Bart of a base hit. Ichiro read that one well. Now the right fielder, Hank Thompson, comes up. 1 out, runner on first base. Pitch by Moyer. Outside, a pitch out. Kent does not take the bait. Count goes to 1-0 to Hank Thompson. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Thompson at the plate. The count's 1-0. The pitch by Moyer. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. That's a grounder to A-Rod. They'll turn 2. 1-2. That'll end the inning. Alex Rodriguez turning the double play here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th inning. We're still scoreless. The DH, Edgar Martinez, will lead things off for Seattle. Matt Cain still on the mound for the Giants. Inside pitch. Count goes to 1-0. Seattle leads the series 2-1. Winning games 1 and 3. The Giants won game 2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Count goes to 1-2 to Martinez. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and CGM. I think Davis is here. Down low. That'll even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch. A ground ball down the line. Lindstrom throws to first in time. What a play by Eddie Lindstrom at third base. Full extension. Gets to his feet and makes a throw with plenty of time. Wow. One down for Seattle, and now Ken Griffey Jr. comes up, the center fielder. In there for a strike, 0-1. Griffey had 2 home runs in game 1. Seattle won that game 6-2. The count's 0-1 to Griff. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. No score here in the top of the 4th inning. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Remains 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. The 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. We got a full count to Griffey. 3-2 pitch. Rips it right to Joey Kent. Makes the play for out number 2. So Griffey grounds out to second. 2 down for the Mariners here in the top of the 4th. And now the first baseman, Alvin Davis, up next. He had a double the last time he was up. Facing Matt Cain. Inside, 1-0. Evil Dead, I don't know much about Matt Cain. I believe he's a current player. I could be mistaken, though. It wouldn't be the first time. The count's 1-0 to Davis. Rips it right to Kent. Easy play for out number 3. At the end of 3.5. No score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Third baseman, Eddie Lindstrom. His name is misspelled, but oh well. No scores. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Okay, so he is a pass player. Lindstrom fouls it off. I just wasn't all that familiar with him. And now the 0-1 pitch to Lindstrom. And that's going to be to A-Rod. He throws to first. Not in time. Nice play by A-Rod, but Lindstrom is fast. He beats the throw. A leadoff single for the Giants here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Giants try to get something going. Lindstrom beats the throw. And now Barry Bonds, the left fielder, comes up. Nobody out, runner on first base. The pitch by Moyer in there for a strike, 0-1. The count to Bonds is 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Down low, he went around. 0-2. Oracle Park in San Francisco is where we are. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bonds. One-two pitch. Fouls it off down the line. Count remains at 1-2. A lot of these Giants have had long at-bats. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Bonds hanging in there with a 2-2 count. Nobody out, runner on first base. That's Eddie Lindstrom at first. 2-2 pitch. A check swing. Boone going out into center field and makes the play for out number 1. So Bonds pops out to second. And now the center fielder, Willie Mays, comes up with 1 out, runner on first base. No score here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch to Mays, inside, 1-0. Moyer looks in. 1-0 pitch. Ripped right to Boone. They're going to turn 2. No. Everybody's safe. The throw pulled A-Rod off the bag. That'll be an error on Brett Boone. Everybody's safe. Boone made the play, but the throw pulled A-Rod off the bag. Now with 1 out, the Giants have runners at first and second. Willie McCovey comes up. Down low, ball 1. The first baseman, McCovey. He's about due. And now the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Another long at bat. Moyer throwing a lot of pitches. McCovey out to Griffey, and it drops for a base hit. Coming home, Lindstrom, and he scores. Mays makes it to third. An RBI single for Willie McCovey, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead. Lindstrom scores from second base. It drops in front of Griffey. Now the Giants take a 1-0 lead. Shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 1 out, runners at first and third. Down low, 1-0. A walk would load the bases. McCovey at first, Mays at third. 1 out. The pitch to Crawford. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Misty has said goodnight twice, and already she's up and walking around. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and third. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two-two pitch. He went around, struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Giants with runners at first and third. The DH, Orlando Cepeda, comes up. McCovey at first, Mays at third. The pitch to Cepeda. He went around, strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off quickly, 0-2. Moyer tried to get out of the inning without giving up another run. Oh-2 pitch. Foul down the third base line. Count remains at 0-2 to Orlando Cepeda. Oh-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Struck him out at the end of the inning. However, Willie McCovey, an RBI single, scores a run, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 5th here at Oracle Park in San Francisco in Game 4. Giants lead it 1-0, trying to tie the series back up. Leading off for the Mariners here in the top of the 5th will be the left fielder Raul Ibanez. Matt Cain on the mound. Down low, ball 1. Giants lead it 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1 to Ibanez. And now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped but foul down the first baseline. Counts at 1-2. One-two pitch. Rips it foul down the third baseline. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 5 strikeouts for Cain. One down for the Mariners here on the top of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Alex Rodriguez, will come up. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. Giants lead it 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Game 4 of the World Series. Mariners lead the series 2-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Pops it up down the first baseline, out of play. Count 0-2 to A-Rod. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. I think Randy Johnson will start tomorrow in Game 5. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. The Mariners seem to have a 4-man rotation. 2-2 pitch. Down the line, foul. Actually, they have a 5-man rotation. That's what I meant to say. The 2-2 pitch to A-Rod. Rips it out into left center field, and that one is caught by Bonds at the wall. Are you kidding me? Barry Bonds robs A-Rod of an extra base hit. 2 down for the Mariners here in the top of the 5th. What a play by Barry Bonds. And now the catcher, Dan Wilson, comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. What a play. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. I thought that was going to be off the wall, but Bonds made a great play. The 1-0 pitch. Wilson fouls it off. That'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it down the third baseline. Counts at 1-2. The catcher, Dan Wilson. He's been struggling during the postseason. His average is under 100. The 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. However, he's such a good catcher, they can't take him out of the lineup. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 4.5, Giants lead at 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The second baseman, Jeff Kent, will lead things off for the Giants. They lead it 1-0 here in Game 4. Trying to tie the series up. Jamie Moyer to pitch. Outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1 to the second baseman, Jeff Kent. The 2-1 pitch by Moyer. Fouls it off. Evens the count at 2-2. Game 5 tomorrow night. Approximately 9:30 Eastern, right after football. And now the 2-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out for out number 1. And now the catcher, Joey Bart, with 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Moyer. It's a strike. Evil Dead, can you tell me when Joey Bart played? Is he current? I can't remember. 0-1 pitch. Inside. Count evens up at 1-1 to Joey Bart. The 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to Seager at third. He's a current player, that's what I thought. And Seager throws him out. Bart grounds out the third. 2 down. Bases empty. Moyer trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Hank Thompson, the right fielder, up. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch by Moyer. Fouls it off. 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2 to Hank Thompson. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 0-2 pitch. Down the line and out of play. Count remains 0-2 to Hank Thompson. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it down the line. Remains 0-2. Hank Thompson played when they were still in New York. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Giants up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down the line, foul. Remains 2-2. Another long at bat that Moyer has to face. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. A 2-out walk for Hank Thompson. So now with 2 outs, the Giants with a runner on first base. Freddie Lindstrom comes up, the third baseman. Pops it up, out of play, 0-1. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Game 4 of the World Series. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off down the line. Count remains at 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2 to Freddie Lindstrom. Another long at bat. We're only in the 5th inning, and Moyer almost at 100 pitches. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Giants been doing that to Moyer all night. Long at bats. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Down low. Are you talking about the lefty-righty and misspelling the names? Yeah. I can live with it, though. 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit by Lindstrom, a 2-out single. Ibanez throws it in. Coming home, and they get him at home. Thompson tried to score it from first. Giants still lead at 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And now Kyle Seager in the top of the 6th. The third baseman leads it off for the Mariners. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now, I know what you mean, Evil Dead. You would think that somebody would have caught this by now. The game was released, I think, right around April 1st, somewhere in there. I think it was late March. Seager out to left or right field. Thompson goes back and makes the play. One down for the Mariners here in the top of the 6th. Yeah, the lefty-righty thing, that's almost unforgivable. Ichiro steps up. Ball 1, count goes to 1-0. Ichiro, the right fielder. We're in the top of the 6th. Giants up 1-0. 1 out for the Mariners, bases empty. The 1-0 pitch to Ichiro. Out to Barnes. That's going to drop for a base hit. Barnes one-hopped it. So Ichiro with a bloop single in the left field. Barnes couldn't quite get to it. So the Mariners with a runner on first. Brett Boone, the second baseman, comes up. A pitch out, but Ichiro stays there at first base. Yeah, you really do have to kind of look. I didn't realize Lindstrom was misspelled until about halfway through the playoffs. The 1-0 pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Mariners. Ichiro safe at third, goes the extra base. I like Linda. Who is Linda? I know you meant kinda. Back-to-back singles in Ichiro. Steals third base. Beats the throw, barely. That's a good call. And now Seattle with runners at first and third. 1 out. Edgar Martinez comes up. A base hit can tie up the game. In there for a strike, 0-1. Some aggressive running on the base pass by Ichiro. He's on third. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runners at first and third. He went around, struck him out. 2 down for the Mariners. And now Ken Griffey Jr. comes up, the center fielder. Let's see if Griffey can hit another home run. 2 outs, runners at first and third. The pitch by Kane. A ground ball. Kent will throw to second for the force out. Seattle threatens but does not score. Giants still lead at 1-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Barry Bonds, the left fielder, will lead things off for the Giants. They lead at 1-0. Moyer's still on the mound. Ball 1 outside. This next pitch will be his 100th pitch. The 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. The 2-0 pitch. Inside 3-0. If he walks him, they might pull him. 3-0 pitch. Rips one out to left center field. Off the wall. Bonds, extra bases. He's got himself a leadoff double for the Giants. That was very nearly a home run. Off the wall. A leadoff double for the Giants, Barry Bonds. And now Willie Mays comes up, the center fielder. Outside, 1-0. Giants trying to tie the series up at 2 games apiece. If they can win tonight. That's a base hit. Bonds coming home. He's going to score, and the Giants take a 2-0 lead. An RBI single by Willie Mays, and the Giants are up 2-0. Barry Bonds will score from second base. And that's it for Moyer. I thought as much. And now let's see who Seattle brings in relief of Moyer. The new pitcher will be Luis Castillo. Nobody out for the Giants. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, they've taken a 2-0 lead. And now next up, Willie McCovey. Nobody out, runner on first base. That's Willie Mays at first. McCovey, first pitch, down low, 1-0. I want to see McCovey hit one into McCovey Cove. That's what I want to see. That'd be poetic. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Ever since Misty's been home, her DoorDash has been going off. It happens every time. And now the 2-0 pitch. He went around 2-1. You come in too early, I tell you all the time. Counts 2-1 to Willie McCovey. 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Giants lead at 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here in game 4. 3-1 pitch. Up high, big swing and missed. Full count to McCovey. 3-2 pitch. McCovey fouls it off down the first base line. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Pops it up. Griffey coming in and makes the play. So McCovey flies out to center, 1 down for the Giants here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, comes up. 1 out, runner on first. Outside, 1-0. They throw to first. Mays back in time. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Oracle Park has some nice seats right behind home. I like those wood paneling seats. And now the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1 to Brandon Crawford. Those are expensive seats though. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. 2-2 pitch. Up high. Did it go around? No. We got a full count to Brandon Crawford. Three-two pitch. Crawford to A-Rod. They'll turn 2. There's 1 and 2. They get the double play. Willie Mays, though, gets the RBI single, and the Giants lead it 2-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th here in Game 4. First baseman Alvin Davis comes up for the Mariners. Giants lead it 2-0. Matt Cain still on the mound. He's pitched a shutout so far. Outside, 1-0. Oracle Park, San Francisco is where we are. The 1-0 pitch. In their first strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Davis fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. A ground ball. Jeff Kent will throw to first for the out. Davis grounds out to second for out number 1. Raul Ibanez, the left fielder, up next. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Kane, inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Ibanez, a base hit in the left field. Bonds will throw it in. A 1-out single for the Mariners here at the top of the 2nd. Ibanez safe at first. Let's see if Seattle can get back in this game. They're down 2-0. A-Rod, the shortstop, up next. 1 out, Ibanez at first. Outside, 1-0. 1 swing of the bat by A-Rod, and he can tie this game up. The count's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. The 1-1 pitch. And that's a base hit. No, it's not. Jeff Kent gets the double play. Oh, Kent robbed A-Rod of a base hit. Giants lead it 2-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda, will lead things off for the Giants. Giants lead it 2-0. Luis Castillo on the mound for the Mariners. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. If the Giants win, that means there will be a Game 6 on Thursday. Back in Seattle. Outside, 3-1. Three-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 4. A leadoff walk for the Giants. Orlando Cepeda at first base. Second baseman Jeff Kent comes up. Nobody out, runner on first base. Giants up 2-0. The pitch by Castillo. Inside, 1-0. And now, they throw to first. Back in time. Cepeda back in time. Meanwhile, the count to Kent is 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Pops it up. Down the first baseline, foul. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Kent. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Game 4 of the World Series. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Inside, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out, runner on first base. 2-2 pitch. Popped up down the first base line, out of play. Count remains at 2-2 to Jeff Kent. Two-two pitch inside. We got a full count at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Giants up 2-0. 3-2 pitch. Again, fouls it off. It's been 3-2 for a while. And now the pitch by Castillo. Struck him out on the outside corner. Kent didn't like the call. Let's check this one out. I want to see a box. Very, very close. One out for the Giants. Runner on first base. That's Orlando Cepeda at first. The catcher, Joey Bart, comes up to face Castillo. Outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, one out, runner on first. The 1-0 pitch. Bart pops it up. Ichiro in right field. Makes the play for out number 2. They get the double play as they get Cepeda off the bag. Giants lead at 2-0 at the end of 7 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 8th. Dan Wilson will lead things off for the Mariners. They're down 2-0. Matt Cain pitching a shutout. They keep him in there. Up high, count goes to 1-0. Seattle just down by 2 runs. They can get back in this, but they're running out of outs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Hit high in the air. Thompson in right field makes the play for out number 1. Wilson flies out to right. One down for the Mariners. Third baseman Kyle Seager comes up. One out, bases empty here in the top of the 8th. Outside, ball 1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ripped into left, but Bonds makes the play for out number 2. All right, Misty has now said goodnight 4 times. 2 down for Seattle. Ichiro, the right fielder, comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. Here in the top of the 8th. The pitch by Cain. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Ichiro. And now the 0-1 pitch. A ground ball right to McCovey. He'll take it himself. At the end of 7.5. Giants up 2-0 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Hank Thompson, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Giants. San Francisco looking for some insurance runs here in the 8th. Castillo still on the mound. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 5 tomorrow night, approximately 9:30 Eastern. Thompson fouls it off. We'll have football at 8 Eastern. Dolphins and Chargers. And then we'll have game 5. Outside, 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch by Castillo to Hank Thompson. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Counts at 1 and 2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it down the third baseline. Count remains at 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, they'll even the count at 2 and 2 to Hank Thompson. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2 and 2. And now the pitch by Castillo outside, full count. 3 and 2 to Hank Thompson. 3-2 pitch. Inside. A leadoff walk for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. Next up, Freddie Lindstrom, the third baseman. Nobody out, runner on first base. In there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. There goes the runner. But it's fouled off. They'll have to go back. The count's 0-2 to Lindstrom. And now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Count goes to 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner on first base for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be up the middle, a base hit. Cepeda going for third. Nope, they hold him up at second base. And now the Giants with runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. And Barry Bonds comes up, the left fielder. He went around, strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Giants still have nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. And now the 0-1 pitch. Bonds hits one high in the air. Griffey comes over and makes the play for the out. Quickly throws it in. Cepeda going for third. He's got it. That'll be a sacrifice. That moves Cepeda over to third base. With 1 out, the Giants have runners at first and third. Willie Mays will come up, the center fielder. Runners on the corners with one out. The pitch by Castillo. In there for a strike, 0-1. One pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and third. And now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped foul down the third base line, out of play. Count goes to 1-2 to Mays. One-two pitch. Out to Ichiro in right field, going back, makes the play for out number 2, but that's going to score a run. Cepeda will score on the sacrifice fly, and the Giants take a 3-0 lead. And now Willie McCovey comes up. 2 outs, runner on first base. Giants now up 3-0. Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0 to McCovey. That's going to make it a Mariner comeback a little bit harder. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Or inside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. The 2-0 pitch. Check swing, fouls it off. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Up high, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Willie McCovey. Three-one pitch. Fouls it off. We got a full count at 3-2 to McCovey. Two outs for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. They lead at 3-0. Runner on first base. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. That'll extend the inning. Lindstrom heads down to second. McCovey at first base now. And now the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, comes up. The pitch by Castillo. Up high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Giants already have 1 run in this inning. Trying to get more. The 1-0 pitch. He went around. Yes, he did. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. A walk below the bases. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Struck him out at the end of the inning. However, the Giants do score 1 run. They take a 3-0 lead into the 9th inning here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome on back to Game 4 of the World Series. We go to the top of the 9th. Giants up 3-0. Brett Boone, the second baseman, will lead things off. Takes a big swing and a miss. The Giants are 3 outs away from tying the series up. Matt Cain trying to get a complete game shutout. Boone fouls it off. The count is quickly 0-2 to Brett Boone. Game 5 tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to McCovey. He'll flip it to Kane. Covers the bag for the out. The Giants are 2 outs away from tying the series up. Nice play by McCovey. Nice flip. And now the DH, Edgar Martinez, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. Fouls it off down the line. Well, Felix Hernandez had a complete game shutout for the Mariners last night in Game 3. Matt Cain tried to get a complete game shutout for the Giants in Game 4. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and miss, strike 2. Counts 0-2 to Martinez. And now the 0-2 pitch. A ground ball. Lindstrom picks it up, throws to first for the out. Giants 1 out away from tying the series up. Seattle down to the last out of the game. Ken Griffey Jr. comes up with 2 outs, bases empty. Matt Cain just needs 1 more out for a complete game shutout. In there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Griffey foul. Down the left field line. Counts 0-2. Mariners down to the last strike. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. This will give us a Game 6. One-two pitch. Griffey pops it up. Jeff Kent will make the play in shallow right for the final out. Giants win it 3-0. They tie the series up at 2 games apiece. Your final score, the Giants win it 3-0. And our best of 7 series is tied at 2 games apiece. Learn all about the show. Visit theshow.com. Once again, your final score. The Giants shut out the Mariners 3-0 in Game 4. They tie the series up at 2 games apiece. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, NFL action, the Dolphins and the Chargers. And that'll be followed at 9:30 Eastern by Game 5 of the World Series between the Mariners and the Giants. We'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, Jimmy Jam saying good night, everybody.
Don't forget.